Hello everybody, my name is Igor. Today I want to show you how to install the application of KidLogger on a computer running Mac OS X 10.15 Catalina. What is the application of KidLogger itself? It is a parental control program. Now our children are switching to online education and they are sitting at their computers for many hours a day. But what do they truly do at the computer? Only they know about this. And so, our KidLogger application can show parents what their children truly do at the computer. Of course, it will be useful not only during the epidemic, and also in our everyday life. I have a MacBook Air where I will install the application of KidLogger. To download the program, we need to visit the kidlogger.net site, open the download page, and choose a free version for Mac OS X. Click the download fresh version and input the captcha. The package named setup.mac.zip is being downloaded, and we launch it in the Finder by double click. And unzip it right here. Appeared the file named KidLogger. We shouldn't launch it right here. We have to move it into the Applications folder, and only after this we can launch it. Click Open in the dialog window, and the application of KidLogger appeared in the back. Before we click the Start button, we must connect the application of KidLogger to our account on kidlogger.net site. We click the Options button and choose the kidlogger.net tab. Choose the Connect with kidlogger.net option, and here we have to write the email address that we used to register on this site. My email address is this one. It doesn't really exist, it is created only for the demonstration. And click Connect. The connection was successful, and instead of our email appears a code. It is a device identifier. Using this identifier, the program of KidLogger will establish a connection to our account. Now we click the All Done button and click the Start button. The computer asks for a password, and we write it and click OK. The application informs us that we have to reboot the computer in order to start the monitoring. We click OK, hide, and reboot the computer. Well, we rebooted the computer, and we can see that KidLogger application appeared in the list of programs. We will launch it. Here we can see the options. Note please, in the last versions you don't need to configure the options here, because we have to do it on the server side. We click Hide, and now we need to change some settings of the computer to provide the application of KidLogger the access to the screen, to the keyboard, to the camera, and to the microphone. We must open the System Preferences, Security and Privacy. Pay attention on this tab, Privacy. We have to check all these settings from the top to the bottom, and if in the right part of the page we find the KidLogger application, we have to tick it. So let's check all these settings. In Contacts is nothing, Calendar the same. In Camera, There are the applications that have access to the camera, the terminal and Skype. In addition, there is a KidLogger application in the list. We have to tick the KidLogger. The same is the microphone. Here is KidLogger and we should tick it. The next is accessibility. Here we must tick the KidLogger to provide the access to the keyboard. The next is screen recording. Since our application creates the screenshots, we have to tick it as well. Look at this. Here, where the automation is, we have to tick the Google Chrome and Safari. We should tick them to provide the application of KidLogger the access to web addresses in these two programs, Google Chrome and Safari. So that's all. The application of KidLogger received all necessary privileges to work with this computer. Now let's see what is happening in KidLogger.net site. Login our user account, click Login, input our email address and password. And we can see here appeared a new virtual device. Its name is the same as the name of the user account in this computer. Click either the name of this virtual device or the first icon. In the log, we can see some names of the applications that the user launched on this computer and the duration of their usage. In addition, we can see some system messages. It means some devices were connected to the file system after the reboot. And nothing more so far. In general, we can see screenshots, log, the application analytic, messages, text analytic, web analytic, daily usage analytic, file statistic, voice records, and location. Here, on the settings page, we can configure some monitoring features for this device. We need to choose it in the list and configure the options that we need. For example, how often to make photos of camera and how often to make screenshots. If we write here 1, it means the screenshots and camshots will be created every minute. If we write 2, it means once in 2 minutes, and so on. To record ambient sound. This means to record the sound from the microphone. Text typing statistics. To record the text typed by user. This works both in Windows and in Mac OS X. Web usage statistics. To record the addresses of visited sites. And it works in Windows and in Android and in Mac OS. In addition, here is a field where we can write some words to make screenshots when user types them. Let's write some words here. For Mac OS X, we must write words with a space between them. When a user types this word, the application of KidLogger will make a screenshot. Click Save Settings. And after this, we need to reboot our computer. Incidentally, we changed some settings in System Preferences, when we allowed the access to some devices of the computer. And after this, we have to reboot the computer as well. Well, we rebooted the computer, and now we can reproduce some user activity. Let's launch Google Chrome browser and visit some sites. News, for example. Now let's visit some car store. We can see some pages in AliExpress. Now let's see what was uploaded onto the kidlogger.net site. Well, we can see appeared some web addresses. Here is AliExpress. Indeed, we were here. And what this? This is a screenshot. Let's see the screenshots. We have to open the screenshots page. And we can see here some screenshots that were created. Here is me, and camshots were created as well. If we don't want the camshots to create or not to do them so often, we should open the settings page, choose the device, and make intervals greater, for example 10 minutes. After this, click Save Settings. Now let's restart the computer again, but we may not do it. We may only log out and log in. Well, we log it out and log it in, and let's launch Google Chrome again and see what's new in kidlogger.net site. Look at this, appeared the keystrokes that we typed in the address field. When we were on mobile.de, we typed aliexpress.com in the address field. The text is highlighted with orange. In the top is a place where we were, and in the bottom is the typed text itself. This is a photo from the web camera. We have web addresses here and appeared some screenshots. I'd want to show you the voice records as well, but they didn't appear yet. To ensure that the sound was recorded, we can open the KidLogger application and click Open Folder. Choose the folder of our user, and here we can see the files with M4A extension, the audio files. We can play them just now. When KidLogger application uploads them onto the server, we will manage to play them there. Now let's talk about how the child may uninstall the application from the computer. In order to do it, first he must stop the application. If we just take it and move it to the trash, we won't succeed. If we open the application folder and move it into the trash, then the computer warns us that the application cannot be uninstalled because it is open. We can protect it against the uninstalling if we install a password on it. We need to open the settings page on the server, choose our device, and write a password into this field. And click the Save Settings. After a while, the application of KidLogger will ask the server about new settings and will receive a password. If we don't want to wait, we have to log out and log in. Let's log out and log in again. And launch the KidLogger application. At first, we can see that it has not received the new settings from the server yet. Don't worry, it will do it soon. And now it got the new settings from the server, and to stop it or to see its settings, we need to click the Get Access button and input the password. If we don't, we will not manage to stop the monitoring. This is a way to protect our monitoring application. Well, once again, on KidLogger.net site, in our user account, open the settings page. Choose our device from the list because we can have many devices. In the field of application access password, we write a password to protect our application. Now, when the application is launching, first it will ask us for a password. And I also wanted to show you the making screenshots on keyboards. Let's type some text in text document with using the words that we mentioned on server. We may not save this text. And now let's launch a web browser and write some search queries with these words. And let's visit these sites. And now we can close everything. Well, let's see what was recorded. And we can see every time when we type at a keyboard, a screenshot was created. Open the screenshots page. We can see these screenshots with the keywords. In addition, it created screenshots by its schedule. The sound was not uploaded yet, but it will appear later. And now I want to show you how to uninstall the application of KidLogger. First, we need to launch it and to stop the monitoring. Click Get Access and write a password that we assigned on the server. After this, we click the Stop button, input the administrative password, and hide the application. And only now we can move it into the bin. Right-click and choose Move to the bin. The program disappeared. Let's empty the bin and the download folder. And that's all for today. If you have questions, ask please in the comments, and I'll try to answer everything.